I'm Frank.
And I'm Nicole.
And we're the Nerdy Weds.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome back to our channel.
Hopefully welcome back.
In today's video, we're going to be watching episode 2 of season 1 of House of the Dragon.
I can't wait.
I'm really excited about it. The first episode was really good. I may have cried just a little bit with the whole birth scene.
Yeah.
That was very emotional. It was hard to watch, and I'm thinking about just adoption now, which is fine, you know.
Yeah.
But
I kind of knew it was going to happen, so I was like,
yeah, that's the little bit of a hard thing of having read a book based on it. I mean, the same could be said for Game of Thrones, like
the first 2 or 3 seasons when they were actually going by the books and not just whatever.
Right. So, like, for us to have reacted to Game of Thrones wouldn't have been as impactful as someone who hasn't read the book, because we knew Ned was gonna die, we knew Joffrey was gonna die, we knew the whole Red Wedding, so like all the big moments would have been.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we would have been impressed by it, but
yeah,
it's a little bit better going into things blind. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So in other words, I'm a terrible reactor because it's not a real reaction if I don't.
We'll get to things.
Know what's going on.
We'll get to things where he hasn't read or seen it before, since he's already seen Breaking Bad, and we're reacting to that also. It's my first time watching it, so if you haven't seen our first video for Breaking Bad, go ahead and watch that. And the second episode should be out before this one, if not right after. So I'm going to try to keep at least one episode of each show a week coming out to YouTube. So make sure you check those out. Also, check out our Patreon page. We're doing full reactions of everything we're putting here on YouTube onto Patreon. So if you're interested in our full reactions, go ahead and join our Patreon. I'll put the link in the description down below for you guys.
All right.
So, anything else to really say about the first episode?
No. I mean, we're still in the early part of the first season, so we're going to be getting
a lot of establishing.
Yeah, it's a lot of establishing stuff. So
I do want to say, in the last episode, I had mentioned how the Hand of the King looked familiar to me. That's because that is the actor who was in Harry Potter and Little Nicky. I thought that actor played King Viserys, but it's not. It's the Hand of the King, so that's why he looked familiar to me, and I feel really dumb for not catching that sooner. You know, other things that we'll react to, I'll definitely be like, oh yeah, I know that guy, I know that person, I know that person a lot quicker than him, because I've only seen 2 things that he's been in. So
yeah, just wait until we do Star Trek. So many people in Star Trek that you'll be like, oh, I know that guy, I know that person, I know that person.
Yeah, and if I don't recognize their face because of too much prosthetics, I'll probably recognize their voice. And if I don't recognize them right away, he's gonna be like, you know that person. Then I'll be like, let me figure out how I know this person.
Yeah, because
that is my shtick, is I just happen to know a lot of actors.
Yeah, even
without having watched anything that they were in. I'm weird like that.
Yeah, just from seeing like a preview or a commercial. Or...
Yeah. I have really good recognition with faces and actors and everything, so I'm really good at remembering people from like years ago. So that'll be something to look forward to when we do our Star Trek reactions, which will probably be after we're done with Breaking Bad. This way, we're not taking on 2 super long series at the same time. So, further down the line, we'll have Star Trek reaction. So, if you're a Trekkie, subscribe to the channel.
Definitely subscribe.
On that note, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Yeah. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video.
And comments.
And comments.
Comments down there. Down in the thing down there.
Yeah, and also ring the notification bell so that when new videos do come out, you're notified. Like he said, comments. Let us know if you have a favorite character from the show yet. Any predictions on how you think the show's gonna go. We want to hear your opinions. So
And also, we're still kind of new to this, so suggestions on how we do things, suggestions on what we should react to. Those are all good things that are
yes,
that
definitely
are needed.
suggestions to shows to react to, because I do want to put polls together. That's one of our tiers on Patreon. We'll have polls so that you can decide what we watch. But we need suggestions. I have a couple of shows that I definitely want to react to, but if it's not something that the majority is going to want to watch, then we're not going to do those. So we need your suggestions, and we need your opinions on ones that we've already picked, which will be in polls further down the line. So suggestions, please.
Yes.
All right, and on that note, I think it is time to get into the show.
It.
All right, let's go. Crab people. Ew. Oh, they're still alive.
Yeah. Get out of here, Kenny's not dead yet.
What reason does the crab feeder have to fear us?
Crab feeder.
The king's own brother has been allowed to seize Dragonstone and fortified with
I'm sure you know who that is.
Huh?
I said I'm sure you know who that is.
Half a year without even a protest.
I think it's just the Pirate King and the Stepstones.
You have Dragonride as father.
They're like, excuse me?
Send us.
Have some barbecue pirate for dinner.
It isn't that simple, Rhaenyra.
No, they're looking at her like,
At least the princess.
why are you talking?
How dare you speak, woman?
I only meant that we should at least...
Perhaps there's some better use for the princess's talents, Your Grace.
I don't like him.
Why don't you take the princess to see about the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
I mean, if she's supposed to be the heir to the throne, she
Yes.
should be
Yeah.
part of this.
As well.
And she's trying to be, but they're like, be gone, woman.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more like that was just for show.
Yeah.
Like, this is for the real people,
Yeah.
the real men, you know.
Silence, the men are speaking.
Right.
She's like, meh.
You might thank him for his loyal service, Princess.
We thank you for your loyal service to the crown, sir.
Meh.
So he's got her doing all the boring crap.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not happy about that.
No.
Do any of these knights have combat experience? Beyond capturing poachers?
Sort of combat.
I don't think that's the kind of combat she means.
Yeah.
Sir Kristen
Like
Cole.
war, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the guy from the tournament? From Dorne that
Son
you
of
said?
the steward of the
think
Lord
so.
of Blackhaven.
Be welcome,
He's
Sir
cute.
Kristen. You saw combat in the Stormlands.
Dornish marches, Princess. I fought for a year as a foot soldier against the Dornish incursions.
Against the Dornish, so he's not Dornish? I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
I choose Sir Kristen Cole. My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat. Should he not?
Of course, Princess.
Let us plan Sir Kristen's investiture then.
I mean, she's right.
Mm-hmm. But they're too busy playing politics to worry about what the actual job is.
Absolutely. Dropped a dragon.
Mm.
Is that an omen?
Mm.
I don't like your face. How old is she?
I
I wish you would
remember.
approach me. There are times when I would rather face the Black Dread himself than mine own daughter of 15.
Okay, so his daughter's 15, so she's probably
I think
close
she
to
would
that.
open
Yeah,
herself
she's
to
close to
anything
that.
right.
That's still gross.
Maybe
You
16.
do have such an easy way about you, Your Grace.
I get in this time they married young, but that just seems really
I do not
icky to
fancy
me.
our talks to Rhaenyra.
Mine own father does not know the language of girls either.
So you do have a secret language.
Time must make the effort.
Now we gotta kill you because you found out.
Oh no.
Join our families. Wed our daughter Lena. Unite the...
I was gonna say,
must
ill,
admit-
it's gross, that's his cousin, but
Given marriage
Yeah.
much thought.
Look at who we're talking
Hasn't
about.
even been half a year.
To strengthen your line and produce more heirs. You could not ask for a stronger match than Lena.
but the hand's trying to get his daughter in there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, the vultures have to circle. It's what vultures do.
Yeah. If I had to make a guess on who he marries, it would be the hand's daughter. Just based on how much time she's been spending with him and all that. So,
Yeah.
which
Spoken much.
I figure is the hand's plan,
Since
and I think it's working. I thought that was rice. Like, why is the rice moving?
This is our best chance to save the digit, Your Grace.
Oh, because of what? Because of the throne cutting him?
Remove the dead flesh.
Yes.
It's getting infected.
Stop the advance of the rot.
Huh. Oh my god, that's gross.
Lord Corlys has overreached, Your Grace. Such matters must be discussed with a small council.
That is what I'm doing. Presently.
Yeah. That's you, bro.
Yeah, it's
your
gotta be
advice?
discussed with us so we can manipulate you not to do it.
Yeah, so we can tell you no.
Yeah, right. Oh, she young.
You Valerian's lost rider.
Was she like 10?
Only for a
Looks
short
like it.
Oh my god.
The Dragon Keepers believe she made home somewhere on the coast of the Narrow Sea.
The workers at Spice Town report hearing her song at times. They say it's a sad thing.
Just chilling doing her taxes.
I imagine even dragons.
I would give you many children of pure Valerian blood, so that we might strengthen the royal line and the
But you're
realm.
still a baby.
Is that what your father told you to say?
It just makes more sense for him to marry the Hand of the King's daughter because she's already of age to bear children.
Yeah.
Or she looks like she's got a good 4 years
Yeah.
before that'll happen.
At least.
And he is not looking too good with all of those infections that he has.
Yeah.
And chances are better than not that one of those will be male. And when that boy comes of age and your father has passed, the men of the realm will expect him to be heir, not you.
Okay, so speed up father's death.
When I'm queen, I will create a new. They denied you, Princess Rhaenys. The queen who never
Oh,
was.
snap.
But they bent the knee to me and called me heir to the throne.
Do you remind your father's men of that as you carry their cups?
Oh,
Here is the heart.
Burn.
No one else has the heart.
Very kind.
Come.
I don't know if she's actually trying to get his pique his
Your
interest,
Grace,
or
I've
if
called the
that's
small
just how
council
she
for an
is, like
emergency session.
naturally good.
I think
I
it
haven't
best for
quite
him to
figured
do
her
it.
out yet.
I think she looked annoyed when she heard the knock.
That dagger that he has, I noticed it in the first episode. It looks a lot like the dagger that was supposed to be used to kill Bran, and then Arya used it to kill the Night King. Wonder if it's the actual one or if it's just a coincidence.
Scorio drom on Damon Leitas.
Dromon hydrotso iles
Daridaros. Daridaro belo matsumbile. Iderepte enkono.
Oh no.
Assemble a detachment, Otto.
Oh, what a douche.
I will go to Dragonstone and drag David back to face justice
Your
myself.
Grace. My apologies, Your Grace, but I cannot allow it. It's too dangerous. Damon is without limit. Let me go to Dragonstone.
Yeah, send him instead. Someone that's a little expendable.
Will you see the king tonight?
If you wish it.
Please look after the house.
Yeah, I'm still not sure. Like, she acts like you said. She seemed annoyed when the door knocked. Someone knocked at the door, but then she seemed really uncomfortable with having to go to the king.
Maybe she's just uncomfortable with her father.
That's true. I didn't think of that. I'd be uncomfortable with him too. He's creepy. I mean, she does see. It does seem like she genuinely enjoys her time with the king.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the uncomfortableness comes from being told that she has to do it. You know, so.
Oh, it's at the Great Wall of China.
I think you said that when we watched Game of Thrones and we saw this.
Oh.
Old joke for you, but new for this. As I'm sure many others have made that joke.
Yeah. Watch out for the Huns. Some sweet and sour pork will stop them.
Can't.
His Grace would never lower himself to entertain such a mummer's farce.
Ooh.
Sir Crispin, wasn't it?
Sir Criston Cole, my prince.
Ah, yes, apologies. I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
Oh,
Very good.
snap.
This is a truly pathetic show, King. Are you so desperate for the king's attention that you've
It's a
resorted
battle
to
of sick
skulking about
burns.
like a
Yeah, right.
I'm simply keeping with...
Oh. The time for sick burns is at an end.
Yeah, right.
Now it's time for sword
What was
posing.
that?
Reinforcements.
Shit. Don't bring a sword to a dragon fight.
See the fucking steel.
Is there another one? Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
I honestly thought that was Daenerys at first. She looks so much like her right there.
I think that's on purpose. Stop.
I don't know why I'm surprised to see her there. I kind of figured she would
Yeah.
do that, but
And Dragonstone is not far from King's Landing at all.
yeah. So she's not pregnant? Or
I'm right here, Uncle.
I'm a little confused with that.
Mm.
The object of your ire. The reason that you were disinherited. If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me. So do it.
Yeah, little bitch boy.
And be done with this
Bitch boy, do it.
I don't know if he would.
No, because he's a bitch boy.
No, I think he genuinely cares for her, so I don't think he would do it.
She's gonna put a 30-day eviction notice on the castle door now.
Yeah, you know, maybe you should listen to some of the things that she has to say. Yeah, I don't know if she's actually pregnant or not, because she also looked a little surprised when he said that she's to be his wife.
You announced that we were to be
On the morrow.
and that I was with child.
So literally everybody knows but her.
Child.
Yeah.
The princess has returned from Dragonstone.
She's like, wait, when did she leave for Dragonstone?
Yeah. She's like, hold on, back it up just a little bit here.
I think we missed an announcement of her leaving.
Yeah. She didn't fill out the proper paperwork before she left to check the dragon out.
Yeah.
So her Dragon Pit library card is invalid now.
You went to Dragonstone.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed. A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
Mm-mm. They were ready to duke it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And get barbecued.
Yeah.
Mother would have understood this. Just as I do.
That was sweet.
Mm.
I think she's just lucky. Glad she didn't get in too much trouble for leaving.
How much trouble can a princess get in?
I mean, that's true.
I mean, there's no Bowsers or anything here or Ganon, so she's totally fine.
Is he gonna let her be part of the small council now? Like, please? Or is he gonna announce that he's taking a wife?
I think he's gonna announce he's taking a wife.
What is she doing there?
To take a new wife. I intend to marry.
Uh-oh.
The Lady Alison Hightower. Before Spring's End.
And Otto's like, score!
Yeah, that is
Oh.
a lot.
An absurdity.
Lord Corlys is mad.
A lot of, like, people surprised by this. Like, because he obviously thought it was going to be his daughter, and I don't think...
Well, see, I don't think he thought it was his daughter when the king said, hey, I'm going to marry, because he's like, oh, you would have told me already.
I kind of figured it was her, because why else would she be there?
Mm-hmm.
She's not going to be happy. Yeah, she probably feels very betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one that might be happy about it is the Hand of the King.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because even though the others on the small council said to marry, what's his name? Corlys?
Yeah.
Yeah, his daughter.
Made from the same
Talking
cloth.
to.
Mm-hmm. Budget Legolas has spoken.
Waiting in the Stepstones is a chance for you to prove your worth to any who might yet doubt it.
Legolas should get from Wish.
Yeah.
What the frick was that? Alright, so that is the end of episode 2 of House of the Dragon. And oh my goodness, there were a lot of very good things that not like good things that happened, but like
interesting story moments.
Yes, thank you. You know, I definitely saw a lot of it coming, like Alicent being the one that he wants to wed, the whole thing with Daemon, you know, not really, like, the whole thing being like a ruse, I guess, you know, because she didn't know that they were going to get married, and she's not pregnant.
Yeah, she's like, oh, this is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah, so
he's just there to stir the pot. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's quite good at it. I kind of hoped that the Hand of the King was going to die right there, but it's just because I don't like him.
Yeah,
but I don't think that he goes out super early. But it's Game of Thrones, so you never freaking know.
Yeah.
What else happened that I really liked? I like that. What is her name? It's going to take me a little while to get the names down correctly because new characters and the names aren't all that easy to pronounce. The princess. Rhaenyra. Okay. I do like that she went and did her own thing over at Dragonstone. without telling the king that that's what she was going to do.
Yeah. She saw a thing and she went and did it.
Yeah, and it worked.
Lucky for her, it worked.
But see, here's the thing. I honestly don't feel like Daemon would do anything to hurt her, because I think he really cares for her.
Mm-hmm.
Whether she was named heir to the throne or not, it's not like she chose it. So his beef is with her father and not her.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that she knows that, which is why she did that, because she knew that he wasn't gonna harm her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will that change later? Maybe, but for now, at least, I don't think he really wants to cause harm to her.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the small council really needs to start listening to her. Just saying. I don't know if they actually would, because they're the men and she's a woman.
Yeah, you kind of have a personal reason for wanting them to listen to her. Being a woman and all.
But even if I wasn't, I can't say even if I wasn't a woman, that's how I would feel, because I wouldn't have that personal feeling.
Personal connection.
But I really do think that they need to listen to her, because
it's smart, and that's why you should listen to anybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's
and I honestly
really
think that the king...
It's not about one or the other. It's about...
Yeah. And I honestly don't think that the king really knows what he's doing. He just lucked into getting the throne because he was a male.
Mm-hmm.
So I really, really do think that they need to start listening to her.
They do, but they won't.
I mean, yeah.
Something is going to cause the split and they're fighting to be starting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's going to be the king has a male heir and names him Prince of Dragonstone, and then she's like, and then everybody who swore to her is going to come to her side? Or do you think that he's not going to name his son as heir and keep his word that he said that you are my heir and you will always be my heir, and that's what's going to cause the problem?
I'd like to believe that he would stick true to his word, and that's what causes the problem. But I also feel like he's super easily influenced and would name a son as an heir.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the Hand of the King now being the father to his soon-to-be queen.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the king's ear, like, a lot.
That's the job of the Hand of the
Absolutely, King. It is. And I honestly think that he's going to be like, well, you have a male heir now, so that should be the heir to the throne. Not only because it's a male, but it's also, his family.
Well, yeah.
So.
Personal interest.
Absolutely. So, while I would like to believe that he would keep his word to his daughter, I don't think he's going to.
What do the people think in the comments below? Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
People who haven't read the books, because obviously I know what's going to happen, and some of you will know what's going to happen. But if you don't...
Like me.
Let's actually hear what you think and why, because I think that'll be really interesting.
Yeah. I would definitely like to hear what other people think. Again, if you know what happens, please don't spoil it. So, I don't want to say don't comment. You're free to comment as you want. Maybe put like a spoiler warning in there so that people that don't want to know what actually happens don't get spoiled. But please, we'd like to know your thoughts on it, on the show in general. That's another thing. Like, if you have, I know it's only the second episode, but if you have favorites already,
do you have a favorite?
I really like Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm.
I like Alicent when she's with the king, and when she's with Rhaenyra. But when she's with her father, I kind of like
toxic family.
Absolutely. Again, I think that if Daemon was played by another actor, I wouldn't like his character. But because he is played by Matt Smith, I like his character. So, there's a little conflict going on there for me on whether I actually like him or not. Like, I am having a little trouble distinguishing the character from the actor.
All right, so what do you think Lord Corlys and Daemon are going to do with this crab eater fellow?
I actually think that they're going to try to, I guess, recruit him?
Recruit him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
You don't think they're going to go over there and do his taxes for him?
If you don't understand what he is talking about with that, you need to go watch our reaction to the first episode.
Yeah.
Because that is now
running awful joke.
Yeah, and I'm already getting tired of it. If I hear the word tax return one more time, I'm going to have to cut someone with a tax return paper.
It's very important to get your tax filed on time.
Oh, God, I can't stand you sometimes.
You can't get away from the IRS.
So, yeah, I think that they might try to recruit him to their cause, and maybe that starts war. I don't know.
Okay.
That's just what I'm thinking. So, again, if you want to leave your opinions in the comments, go ahead. Your opinions on the show so far, what you think's going to happen, who your favorite characters are, who you dislike, because I can tell you right now who I dislike. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it quite a few times, and that's the Hand of the King. I think he's the only one so far that I absolutely do not like. And, because
he's a creeper.
Yeah, he's creepy. Please tell me I'm not the only one that thinks that, because I don't want to keep saying this man's creepy and everyone's like, no, we like the Hand of the King.
Oh, he's awesome. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and if you do, that's fine.
Such a sunny disposition.
Just know that if you like the Hand of the King, I'm judging you. Oh, not really. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. So.
Maybe a little judgment.
Just a teeny bit. Okay. Poco.
Yeah.
As far as suggestions go, we meant to mention this earlier, but we do want to start getting into playing video games and stuff on this channel. So if you have suggestions of games that you would like to watch us play, he already has a game that he wants me to play, which is
Maniac Mansion.
So if you know that game, I'm going to be playing it fairly soon. Not sure exactly when, but...
And also, if you know that game, you should take some aspirin for your back now. Because that means you're old people like me.
I don't know the game.
It's an old game.
So I'm not quite as old.
It is an old game.
I'm not young, but I'm not as old as him. Yeah. I am 5 years younger than him.
It's from the mid '80s, and it's basically a
when I was a toddler.
Yeah, it's from the it was on the Apple II. It was on the Amiga. I think it was ported to the NES eventually.
The only thing that I know of that is the NES. I don't know what the other two are. So
old computers.
Yeah.
From the 80s.
Like, I'm not a huge gamer. I like playing games.
It's a fun game.
But if it's not like
it's interesting.
Mario or Animal Crossing or The Sims, I probably have never played it. With the exception of a couple other games like Zelda. I've played a couple of those, which is my choice for him to play for a game that he hasn't played, which is Ocarina of Time.
I've never played Ocarina of Time.
Never played Ocarina of Time.
My sister played Ocarina of Time. She beat Ocarina of Time. I think.
I don't think I've ever beaten it, but I definitely played it and I really liked it. But
I've beat Zelda 1 and I've beat Link to the Past, and not too many more than that.
Yeah. So give us suggestions on games, and we will definitely check them out. So keep an eye out for when we start playing games, which means you'll have to ring the notification bell so that you're informed when those come out. Also, real quick, just want to apologize for anyone that is going to be watching this on Patreon with having to pause and let our cats in and out because the one was crying to get in and he felt bad, so we let them in, and then we learned why we don't let them in. So, apologies for that.
And if you want to see kitties, hey, Patreon. Go do the Patreon.
Yes, we got 3 cats. And all 3 of them are in here, but you'll only see one because I was the only one that jumped up on to our laps.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, I really think that that's going to be it for
Yeah.
this video. There's not too much more to discuss about the show. I think we hit a lot of the major points.
We're still doing some establishing.
Yeah,
of
still
the story.
some more establishing. So don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you liked our reaction to this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. We really, really appreciate it if you did. And like I said, ring the notification bell so that you're notified when we have new videos out for you, especially with more House of the Dragon, Breaking Bad we have. Pretty soon, Ring of Power is going to be starting, so we're definitely going to be doing reactions to that.
That'll be fun.
So
something I can actually react to properly.
Yes. Yeah, because he's already seen Breaking Bad. I'm reacting to that for the first time, and he's read the book for this, and I'm reacting to this for the first time. So, Ring of Power might know a little bit of how the story goes, because I know that that's supposed to be about a young Galadriel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. I'm sure I'm going to love it anyway, because I love The Lord of the Rings. And until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.